I have way too many discs. And the sad reality is the majority of these discs just end up sitting on a shelf and never getting thrown. Quite frankly, that just makes me sad. So recently, I decided I should do something about it. I need your help building my next bag. I have this beautiful Atlas Pioneer V2 right here, but as you can see, it is empty. So I thought it'd be fun. I pulled out every disc in my collection. I've got them sorted in multiple different ways. I have an understable, stable, and overstable for each slot: putter, mid, fairway driver, distance driver. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this bracket style. Every disc I own, I'm gonna let you choose which discs should go in my bag. This is gonna be for an upcoming video. I'm gonna play a full round with this bag that you guys create. So do me a favor, on the next couple slides of the stories they come through, go ahead and vote on which discs you think should make my bag. So we're out here at Crockett Park with the bag that you all built. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna play 12 holes, one hole for each disc in the bag. So I'll throw every disc in the bag off the tee once. As we're going through the results and I'm showing you what disc made this bag, I'm gonna show you the hole that I play with that specific disc. So you'll see this round, these 12 holes out of order, but I will keep score of those 12 holes. And at the end of the video, we'll talk through exactly how the round played out and exactly how I scored. Let's talk through the results because I think it was pretty interesting, starting with our understable putters. Now I only own 4 of those: the Glitch, the Inner Core, the Nova, and the Fierce. No surprise to me, at least, the Glitch kind of had the runaway lead. It's the hot disc, it's popular right now. So the first disc to make the bag, it's the MVP Glitch. Hole 8, 170, nice touchy shot, dead straight ahead, a little bit downhill, tight gap off the tee, little tunnel. I mean, this hole just screams Glitch. Let's make the disc proud. Settle, settle. Oh, lovely, what a little kick. Right down the middle, we're happy with that. Lovely, easy birdie. Now on to my stable or my neutral putters. Now I had a little bit more of some interesting contenders. We had some Tour Series Lunas in there. We had a Sky God. We had an S-Line P2. Ultimately though, and this surprised me, the Cosmic Electron Soft Envy came out on top. Now Envies generally are a little more overstable. The rest of my Envies are in the overstable category, but this soft one for me is just so dead straight. It's so neutral. This Electron plastic is really great at that. So my neutral throwing putter, it's the Electron Soft Envy, 2 discs in the bag. Hole 6, 192, dead straight ahead, nice little tunnel, beautiful shot here, perfect shot for my stable throwing putter, my neutral throwing putter, which is my Cosmic Electron Soft Envy. Let's take a birdie. Wow. Not a good shot at all. Pulled it way right on the hyzer line, almost worked out. We got a long putt. A little 60-footer, we're putting for dough. Let's see if we can't can it. Oh, totally blocked, fully obstructed, tripping all over the place. We're falling apart. Any putt? Hyzer putt. Nice little hyzer putt. Go, 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 go. Way short. It's another 3 on a 200-foot hole. On to the overstable putters. Now, quite a few Envies, quite a few zones in here, a couple other discs like a Tactic. Ultimately though, the disc that came out on top is this beautiful 5x zone. 5x zone, overstable throwing putter. It's in the bag. Hole 5, this is a nice short one, 210, dead straight ahead. You can see those bushes that are just covering the basket. There is a gap in the middle of the bushes, but those aren't really supposed to be there, so we're gonna go with the zone. We're gonna try and get the hyzer up and around, try and park it right there. Oh, we didn't do it. Whoa, horrible shot. Way too much hyzer, didn't hit my line, way too short. We'll see. Not a good drive at all. Let's get a little anti-putt going. Barely see the basket from here. Ooh, that looked close from my angle. All right, feels bad to 3 a 200-foot hole, but we'll take the L. Let's move on. All right, moving right along. Now we're talking about our mid-ranges, starting with our understable mid-range. In this category, I mostly have Meteors, a Buzz SS, and a Supra. In this shootout, though, this Tour Series Buzz SS kind of ran away with it. Clear favorite, so this Barham Buzz SS, first mid-range, going in the bag. Hole 2 plays 306 feet straight ahead. You have the woods all along the left side, a little bit of a tailwind out here. We're gonna go with the Buzz SS, see if we can't get it there. Oh, it didn't flip it up. Didn't get enough on it, didn't flip it up. We're in the woods left. Really not a good shot. We're in scramble mode. You can just see the basket through the bushes. I'm up here to the left. Let's try and pitch up, save that par. Ooh, that should do nicely. Moving on to our stable or our neutral mid-range is by far the category that I have the most discs in, largely because I just have a ton of different variations of the Buzz, which is great. But we also have a Hope in here, we have an MD3 in here, we have a Rock 3, we have a number of other discs in this category, some really interesting ones. We of course have the Hex, which is ultimately what won out. It's the Lizotte Hex that took a pretty hefty lead, I think, just like the Glitch. Such a hot disc right now, so popular for so many players. Not a surprise to see the Lizotte Hex come out on top. That's our stable mid going in the bag. We're here at hole 1. It plays 315 straight ahead and down the hill to start off this round. We're gonna go with the Lizotte Hex. Not a great first shot of the day. Left ourselves a 60, 70 footer. Let's get the jump putt up there. Maybe we run it, maybe we tap in a par. Ooh, a little long. We'll have a tester for the par. And moving right along to our overstable mid, I actually only have 3, and all 3 of them are Maltas. We have a Proto Malta, a Big Z Malta, and an ESP Malta. The ESP won it out. This was a short bracket. This was a pretty easy win for the ESP Malta. That's our overstable mid-range. It's going in the bag. All right, hole 10 plays 312 down the hill. Basket's tucked back into the woods on the left. There's a little clearing. You'll see it when we get up there. We're going Malta on hyzer high. We're gonna try and spike it in there. I think I'm long. All right, we went a little long, uphill 30 footer. We might have a little opening. Let's cash this. Let's go, baby. That feels so good. That felt confident. I like that. Fairway drivers, starting with the understable fairway drivers. We have some Heats and Avenger SS, a Leopard 3 in there. Ultimately though, it is this beautiful ESP Heat that won out. This is the disc that's gonna make the bag. ESP Heat wins it out. That's going in the bag as our understable fairway driver. Hole 11 only plays 250, but this is a really hard shot shape. You have sort of a tunnel gap off the tee over here. Then you have to get it to the right of that power line in between this little tunnel of bushes and forest. The forest is thick, you don't want to be in there, so we're going to just try and do a controlled turnover shot backhand with the Heat, see what we can't shape. The shape looked good. That might be in the forest though, I don't know, we'll see. All right, here's what we got. Disc is hanging just right here low in the bushes. Definitely a makeable putt, gonna be a hard straddle. Let's see though. A little thorny, that's a bummer. The foot's there. Oh man, it's gonna be like an Annie low to high sort of spin putt. Oh, just, okay. Ow, thorns. Ah, Now we're on to our stable or our neutral fairway drivers. Once again, a category that I have quite a few discs in, largely because I have so many T-Bird variations, you might say. Discs that fall under the 7502 flight numbers. We have Instincts, we have Strikes, we have, well, a lot of Undertakers in here that make that category. We have Arrival, we have actual T-Birds in multiple plastics. So a lot of different great disc options in this category, but ultimately through the bracket it was the C-Line FD that wins out in our stable or our neutral fairway driver slot. The C-Line FD, it's a great disc, happy to see it win out. This is the disc that's making the bag. Here we go, hole 3 placed 380 straight ahead and into the gap. The basket is tucked down in the forest. Because we're just trying to get to the gap, this technically does play as a par 4, even though it's a little soft. We're just gonna go with the FD. We're just gonna try and get up there to the gap for an easy pitch up for a birdie. Oh, too much hyzer, get down. Not the shot I was looking for. Way too much hyzer. I'm gonna be pretty pinched, I think, getting to that gap, but we'll see when we get up there. All right, as you can see, we're definitely way left of the gap here, but luckily we got good distance. We didn't get caught up in those trees. We're just gonna try and pitch up through that little gap right there, get to the basket, tap in an easy birdie. Get left. Lovely. That should do. Easy tap in for a birdie. All right, good birdie. I know this par 4 is a little soft, don't get me wrong, but we're just going with U-disc par here. It's what's on the course map, so we're taking the birdie. Easy 3. And onto our overstable fairway drivers. Quite a few Raptors in here. We had a Firebird in here. We had a Dark Maul 2, a Glory, a Thunderbird, some really cool discs, some Onyxes in this stack. Ultimately, though, coming out on top, it is an ESP Captain's Raptor. This came down to a close battle between this Captain's Raptor and a Champion Firebird that I have. Ultimately, though, the Captain's Raptor wins out on that one. I will say, a little bit surprised. The Innova fans were coming out strong in these votes, and that Firebird almost took the edge, but it's the ESP Captain's Raptor making the bag in our overstable fairway driver slot. All right, nice and easy, 170 feet. It's up and around to the right. We're going Captain's Raptor on the forehand, just to get something a little skippy, turn the corner. We got to pick this up. Let's get back on the birdie train. Push, push. Okay, that should work. That should work. There it is. And here we go, last but certainly not least, we're moving into our distance drivers, starting with our understable stack. Now this was an interesting category for me. We have Nuke SS's, we have Hades, we have Turns, we have Shrikes, Surge SS, quite a few interesting disc thrashers in this stack. Ultimately though, it is this gorgeous prototype Hades that wins out. And I have to say, the sentimental piece of me was excited to see this disc win. This is actually the first disc that I ever threw over 300 feet with. Now that was a long time ago, but that is a fond memory. That was an exciting moment for me. So it's the Proto Hades making the bag in the understable distance driver slot. Here we go, hole 9, 430. The basket is over the hill. You see the 2 electric poles, the one on the right towards that pole, but then straight back. This one's a crush, but if you hit it right, it's definitely eagleable. So we're gonna go with the Hades, try and hyzer flip it, get it to drift right, and then finish back left. I mean, it'd be pretty awesome if we could take the eagle. Let's see what we can do. There's the flip, drifting right, come back left. Come back left, come back. Oh, I hit the pole. That was looking so good until I hit the pole. Oh, you hate to see it. We hit the pole. We got some work left to do. Such a bummer. It was looking so good. All right, because it plays as a par 4, once again, a little soft, but that's what U-disc says, what the T-sign says. We're taking the 3, technically a birdie, 5 down through 9. Here we go. On to our neutral, our stable distance driver slot. Once again, this was a fun one. We had Wraiths, we had Graces, we had an Enigma in here. We even had some of my flippier nukes, Big Z Zeus, that made it into this pile. Ultimately, though, it's the tried and true, like I said, it's the Innovet fans coming out strong, and it's the Star Wraith that's going to make the bag in this category. It was a tight battle between this beautiful Orbit Grace and the Star Wraith. But the Star Wraith went out. Can't say I'm disappointed. Such a classic, such a great disc. That Star Plastic always feels good. This is our stable, our neutral distance driver going in the bag. Hole 12 plays 290 feet up the hill, over the bushes. The basket's tucked up in some trees up there. It's time for the Star Wraith. All right, we're a little long and a little right. The disc is actually right here. You can't even see it. This is too dense to throw through, so I think we're gonna have to do a little skippy forehand out and around to the gap and then make a 20, 30 footer. Actually, maybe this is our flick roller time. See if we can't get it to curl up. Risky, might just work. Oh, go, 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 go. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Leaves us a 15-footer easy tap in for the par. And finally, the overstable distance driver, the beefy boys. This is where we have our forces. This is where we have our destroyers. This is where we have some of our beefy Zeuses, our Rives, our Nuke SSs. All of those discs. Coming out on top, though, it is the La Mirada Turkey Trot stamped destroyer in the Star Plastic. It barely beat out this Rive, which is a disc that I have bagged in the past. So excited to get this destroyer in the bag and see what that's like. I haven't thrown destroyers in a long time. So there you have it. That is our bag. 12 discs make it, 3 in each category: putters, mids, fairways, and drivers. Hole 3, the basket is tucked back behind those bushes out in the middle of the field. This hole only plays 280, but because we need that big right to left skip, we're actually gonna disc up. We're gonna go to the destroyer, try and get it out there flat, and let it skip in behind those trees, work its way to the left, see if we can't get a birdie. Keep going. That should be okay. Should be far enough left. I just don't know if I threw too long. Man, I'm really happy with this shot. Got far enough left, not into the trees. This should be an easy birdie. Let's go. So that'll do it. That's 12 holes with the bag that y'all built. We end up shooting 6 down, getting 50% birdies, 50% pars out here, which overall I'm pretty happy with. That's not a bad round. Now I will say missing some of those shorter 200-foot holes, that hurt. But overall, 6 down score through 12, I can live with that. That's not bad. Overall, had a lot of fun playing with this bag. It was great to throw some discs that I haven't thrown in a long time and remember just how good they actually are, like the Wraith. I had forgotten how much I liked that disc. I've just been throwing Graces, which they're very similar, but that was such a fun disc to throw. Also the Buzz SS, sleeper mid-range, super good. Enjoyed that. And then I have to say, the Proto Hades, just a fun disc to get back in the hand. This is the first disc I ever broke 300 feet with. I haven't thrown it in a while, but it's sentimental, so fun to throw that one. Again, it was almost so perfect, except for that pesky pull. Really appreciate you guys helping me out with this challenge. It was fun to get out all the discs that I own, sort through them, see what I have that I haven't thrown in a while. I'd be curious to hear in the comments below how many discs you have and if you actually throw all of them or if you have a bunch sitting around too. And if you do, this might be a fun challenge to do. Maybe you don't put it as a poll on Instagram, just make your own bag full of discs you haven't thrown in a while. It can be really refreshing to switch things up, just try some new discs, have some new plastic in the bag. It's a lot of fun, which is ultimately what this game is all about. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Like and subscribe if you want to. It helps me out. But always remember, the journey is the destination. My name's Andrew Wood. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.